everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do two projects. I'll call it Mixed Media Girl Style. If you watch her channel, and if you haven't, please look her up. She's a wonderful artist. She does a lot with two projects. So doing a cup on a tumbler spin and then letting the excess go into a template, which is just a little tray, and I have little handles here that actually come with it to make a little tray off of the excess resin that we're going to be using. Your view, you're probably thinking this cup is not completely over the tray, but it is, and I've made sure that I've washed the cup with alcohol to make sure there's no fingerprints. I am using a variety of colors today. We're going to be using Resin Art Hibiscus, and this would be a translucent color. We're also going to be using just Resin Fireball. It's a really cinnamony, I can't even say that word, red that's gorgeous. That's more opaque. Excuse me. We've got Color Passion, Gold Super Sparkle Powder. This is also semi-translucent. And you got to be very careful with the powders when you're mixing those, as they like to fly everywhere and they're not really great to inhale. So just be very careful, wear a mask, and work in a well-ventilated area. Also using two just resins, one titanium white and another one, I believe this is mango, both opaque colors. And we're going to layer those. So I've already gone ahead and mixed these up. I'm using 20 ounces of Let's Resin today. And I've mixed those up in a cup, pretty much equal portions. We're going to go ahead and layer them into this cup, and then we'll pour it out. I'll probably leave a little bit in each cup so that I could drizzle some over as the colors mix as it turns, and then we'll get to the tray. So with that, we need to move some things over. I'm going to turn on this tumbler. I have a little extra resin in my cup that I'm just going to pour on here and get the tumbler slicked down with just some resin so that some of the resin can move over the cup. You don't need a lot. Just making sure that it has some of the resin on here. It helps move the colors around. And we'll get that all mixed in. The Let's Resin that I'm using is food grade safe, so this is okay. It also has a pretty long working time, I think 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, and I'm just going to pour out the rest onto here. Okay, and then I have my cup, and we're just going to pour some of these in here. I think I'll start with some of the white. And I'm just going to layer these. I'm going to try and layer them with opaque to transparent. More white. Gold. And I always have a mold for tumblers, or I mean for coasters nearby, just in case I don't use all of the product. I will have the ability to pour that into molds so I'm not wasting anything. I am also not going to use a blowtorch to pop bubbles today. I have a heat gun just so I don't ruin the mold. So now that I've gotten that all poured out, I'm going to remove this. And we're going to go ahead and start pouring. If you were to do a wine glass just by itself, you would not need anywhere near this amount of resin. It would just run off or ball off in the bottom. But as you can see, all this is going to run off onto our cover. And I'm going to I'm using a tumbler spinner that actually I can adjust because I found that using my other tumblers, even though I thought I had it even, it would just move down to one end, as this one appears to might be doing that, so I'm going to have to adjust it. Okay. See, as you see, this is starting to move down. So I'm just going to lift it up a little bit. Let that resin start moving back down. And now this is where I'll start taking some of my colors and drizzling it. Cold. As you can see, it will continuously turn and change those colors around